Good morning, Kasturians, and welcome to video 1 of chapter The French Revolution. In this video, we will see the first module of the chapter, that is the French society during the late 18th century. So let's start. See, the chapter starts with the demolition of the fortress prison Bastille. It was on 14th of July 1789 that in Paris some 7,000 people they gathered in front of the town hall and formed a people's militia, and a group of several hundred people they marched towards the eastern part of the city, and the fortress prison the Bastille was demolished by the people. What made the people, the silent people, to become a militia, and why they demolished fortress prison Bastille? This we will see in this first module. What made the people to do this, and what were the shortcomings of the ruling regime that made the people to become a revoltee. Let's see the underlying reasons that ultimately led to the event of 14th July 1789. It starts with the ruling Bourbon dynasty. It was Louis XVI of the Bourbon family who ascended the throne of France, and when he ascended the throne, he was only 20 years old, and he was married to Austrian Princess Marie Antoinette. The princess, she also was very active in the administrative decisions, and when Louis XVI he ascended the throne, the treasure was almost empty. What made the treasure to become empty? In this we will see that France was in war from last 20 years, and as we know, war creates financial burdens. So long war years they have drained the financial resources of France. Also, Louis XVI was having a very large and extravagant court, and the maintenance cost of the court was also a reason for the empty treasury. According to historians, France helped 13 American colonies to gain independence from Britain, and a loan or debt of 2 billion livres was added, and around 2 billion livres loan, the interest burden was further adding to the emptiness of the treasury. The lenders they started charging heavy interest of around 10%, and the increased percentage of the budget was being given to these money lenders as interest. Ultimately, it all became a reason. Now, how it became a reason is dependent upon the composition of the society. The French society was divided into estates, the three estates. The first one being the nobility, the second one being the clergy, and the third one being the peasants. The nobility refer to the administrative officials or the king's family. The second society was of clergy, that is the people belonging to church, and the third estate was of the peasants, and it was only the people belonging to the third estates, that is the peasants, they have to pay the taxes. One to the administration, that is the first estate or nobility, and the second tax they were paying to the clergy. So only the third estate people were to pay the taxes, and the first two estates, they were privileged and they were only involved in collecting these taxes, and they were not paying any sort of taxes. The nobles, they were collecting the feudal dues from the peasants, and the estates of the nobles, they were known as serfs, and the peasants were bound for serfdom, that is they have to work in the lands of the lords or the nobles, and the peasants have to work in the house and fields, and to serve in the army, and to participate in building the roads for the country. The church people, they were also collecting tax called tithe. They were collecting tithe for the peasants, and all the members of the third estate, they have to pay the taxes to the state, that is the direct tax called tele. Apart from these two taxes, a number of indirect taxes were also enforced to be paid by the peasants. So it was only the peasants that suffered the most. They have to work in the fields of the lords, and also they have to pay the taxes. Also, the administration of Louis XVI has imposed so many taxes on items of daily use like tobacco or salt, which most of the French people were using. So the French people, especially the people belonging to the third estate, that is the peasants, they were to pay taxes, and taxes only in the French society during the late 18th century, that is by the end of 1789. Also, as the administration is expected to bring some reforms, but the Louis XVI administration, it failed. How it failed? It was due to a sudden increase in population. From 1715 to 1789, there was an increase of 5 million people. Due to this, the demand for food grains increased, but the administration failed to cope up this demand. It didn't work for improving the agriculture or to increase the agricultural production. As a result, the agricultural produce was same, but the demand for food grains, it increased, and ultimately due to shortage in supply, the price of bread, it increased, and most workers who were working as laborers in workshops, their wages, it didn't increase, and the gap between the earnings and the expenditure, it increased, it widened, and two new classes, that is the rich and the poor, they were introduced or they were formed. And ultimately the people, they found themselves in a condition that they were facing subsistence crisis. Added to all this, the sudden droughts or hailstorms, sometimes when the harvest was reduced, the prices, they were actually touching the sky, and the people were caught, people belonging to the third estate, the people belonging to the third estate, they were caught in a situation which is called subsistence crisis. That is a situation where the basic means of livelihood, they are also endangered. Such a situation is called subsistence crisis. All these measures and all these incidents, they led to growth of a new class, that is the middle class, which started demanding an end to the privileges enjoyed by the first two estates. The social groups they emerged, and these social groups which emerged in the 18th century, they were termed as the middle class, and they became wealthy by the expanding overseas trade and by manufacturing activities and manufacturing of goods like wool and silk textiles, which were the major item of export or which were considered as the royal attire, as a part of royal attire, so they were purchased by the rich members of society. Also, professionals like lawyers or administrative officials, they were included in the new so-called middle class. And since these people, whether they were traders, they were manufacturers, or they were professionals, they were all educated and elite people, they started thinking of a society where no privilege is to be given to any section of society, all should be treated equally. This was the idea that started prevailing, and this idea is spread to the entire middle class, and this idea was further propagated by some of the social reformers or philosophers like Jean-Jacques Rousseau. He wrote a book, Two Treatises of Government, in which he totally neglected this doctrine of the divine people and the absolute rights of the monarch. And Rousseau not only condemned and criticized the idea of the monarchy, he also presented a model of government in which social equality was to be maintained, and he named this social equity as a social contract between people and their representatives, that is the government. Apart from this, another book written by another book named The Spirit of Law, which was written by Montesquieu, a division of power within the governments into three forms, that is the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary, which we see in India also. This was to be introduced for a better administration. This model was used by USA after the 13 colonies get independence from Britain. The American Constitution gave guarantee of rights, that is the fundamental rights, to its citizens, and the political process, the political thinkers in France, they started working on this idea. So these ideas, they were talked upon, they were discussed, they were debated in public gatherings like in salons or in coffee houses, and these ideas led to the formation of people into organized groups, and ultimately the incident that took place, which we have discussed in the very beginning of the video, that is the demolition of fortress prison Bastille. All these incidents, they ultimately resulted in that demolition. This is all we have in this first module of chapter. In the next module, we will see how the revolution broke out. That's all we have in this video. Thank you and have a nice day.